Hi, it's Tim Hagan from Progress Coaching, and welcome to another episode for the Coaching Conversations podcast. Now, we are on Stitcher, we are on iTunes, and multiple different channels. Please check us out. Now, one of the things that you'll get out of our podcast episodes is a lot of content, a lot of strategy. It's not fluff, it's not concept, yet we really want you to engage with the content and let us know your feedback. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. If there's topics you'd love to have us address, we would love to share them with you. Let us know your impact and let us know your feedback.
I think the greatest thing that we need to understand when we get feedback or we get mentoring or coaching or insight to not only our strengths, but certainly our areas where we can improve is we will always mentally between our ears have the battle of intent versus perception. What we tend to focus on is someone else's intent. He attacked me. He didn't have his facts straight. That way we never get to this perception where we have to look in the mirror and say, how am I being perceived by other people? That's very uncomfortable for some people. So thinking about that, think about a situation recently where, you know what? If I put that into the context of perception, I would be able to look at things I need to navigate, adjust, tweak, what have you, to become more approachable and coachable. I'm going to share this with you, and I've shared this in a ton of our episodes. Do you know what leaders will never tell you? That they hate giving feedback. Most leaders will not say, oh, I love giving feedback. Many leaders will say, I have to give feedback. It's part of my job. I'm going to do it. But when they get people who rebuttal, and 85% of people significantly lack self-awareness, 71% of people, according to Gallup, are where? Neutral or actively disengaged in the workplace. Only 29% are engaged. That is a daunting statistic. 42% of people are currently looking for jobs, according to McKinsey, in Q4 of 2022, yet the numbers are actually getting worse by recent reports. So, got to give someone feedback. And you know they're going to rebuttal you, and they're going to say, yeah, but, and they're going to want to explain it away. I promise you, leaders won't tell you this. They don't want to give that feedback. It's exhausting. I've coached boys volleyball for 31 years, and I can't think of many kids I've had like this, but I had one in particular who always said, yeah, but. Always said, yeah, but. And when he would practice, he only wanted to work on hitting. He didn't want to work on other parts of his game. So I ended up playing other kids in front of him. And his parents got mad, and they were furious because it was personal. And I'll never forget, one of the family members said to me, well, kids are going to quit if you do this any further. And I smiled. I said, after 5 years, I've had one kid quit. And they looked at me with their jaws dropped. And it was a family member, not the parents. And I said, it's tough, right? So your perception is, as I attacked this player, did he tell you he didn't want to play defense? He didn't want to block? No. I said, right. So your perception, my intent was never to bench him. My intent was to play him as much as I could because I like him. So it's amazing how much things become more crystallized and clear when we understand the internal battle we have with perception and intent.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Coaching Conversations by Tim Hagan and Progress Coaching. Now, our company is always coming out with new and innovative solutions to help leaders coach their employees. And recently, we just created a new service called Coach to You, where leaders can pick and choose topics and assign 7 to 21-day programs for employees to learn and, more importantly, apply actions and then reflect and share what they're going to do going forward as a result of the learning. It's called Coach to You. We're literally bringing coaching to your employees. If you're intrigued, we'll have a link in each one of our episodes where you can get more information. And again, thank you so much for listening to another episode.